Ooh, I'm finna slide now, cause I'm definitely checking. Hey, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, and I'm a parent now. Showing me love, who throwing me subs, who acting weird with me.
Podcast what? Much more than just your average podcast. More like a TV talk show with epic commercials, spotlighting independent and major brands. www.focuz.media. That's www.focuz.media. The Focuz TV1 Network.
Ooh, I'm finna slide now, cause I'm definitely checking.
Indeed. You in tune to the Focuz TV1 Network. Focuz the magazine live with your man Teflon The Creator Taylor. Sponsored by Healthy Lifestyle Fitness. Get fit the right way. Mind, body, and soul. Also sponsored by Sports Talk ENT1. Putting a twist to sports talk. Powered by Focuz.media. Indeed. Our guest today, y'all can catch him later on this evening tonight, downtown Denver, Colorado, at the Roxy Theater. That's 2549 Welton Street. Most definitely in the building. Rapper, singer, co-founder of Poundgame Music, Megastar Entertainment, the rising entertainer, Poundgame Addison. Why don't you say hello to the people?
Yes, sir, man. Salute to y'all. What's good with the Denver, Colorado? Poundgame Addison. Shout out to the Focus on the Magazine Live, Focus the Magazine Live. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed. Most definitely. Good to have you back in the building.
Yes, sir. Feels good to be back, man. How you been?
Oh, I've been maintaining, making it happen, trying to make it happen, just building. I see you building also, like I say, the rising entertainer, because you rising to the top. I can see it coming. I can see the diversity that's like in this new album, which we're going to discuss. We're going to talk about just the diversity within the year, especially with this new album. I mean, I'm really digging that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate that.
Most definitely. Well, let's get on into it. So, the name, Poundgame Addison. Can you explain a little bit how you came up with that, and exactly what Poundgame Addison means?
Yeah, man. Poundgame Addison means just really keeping it real to myself. My name's Addison, and my music hits. It may hit you in a simpler tone. It may hit you in a an up tempo tone, but it's gonna hit you. So, Pound Game. I want them to know, like, when I come and I'm singing my music, I want it to affect your whole heart, your soul, your mind, all that.
Indeed. So, could you tell the people that don't know who Poundgame Addison is, who is Poundgame Addison?
Most definitely. Yeah, man. Pound Game is just, I started off as like the little brother in the industry. Just being around Stevie Stone, Snoop Dogg, Afro Man. Just the older heads like that, and learning that and grasping that and putting that to myself, man. I carry myself on a highest level of just, moving with respect and all that. So a lot of people, understand, they respect that, how I move, and that's created my support system. And yeah, man, just guiding that way. So Poundgame Addison, man, he just a different type of rapper just coming into a game, doing it a different way.
Indeed. So, what would you say your style of music is? How would you describe it?
Real versatile. It's gonna be, very different every song, but it's gonna be real. It's gonna be storytelling. It's gonna be hyper. It's gonna have some type of effect on you by the time you get done with that music. So, yeah, just that real versatile style.
Most definitely. I can feel that. Most definitely, indeed. So, at what point, and back, we're going to kind of take it back a little bit. At what point did you decide that the music industry was the road that you was going to take?
Yeah, I was young, just playing. So really, just being around Stevie Stone, he had me kind of in tune with the music early on. I used to be a basketball player too, so me figuring out what was more fun to me, more what I like to do. So I started off playing the drums early on in church, just having that beat style. To then just going throughout college, and life itself. I've always been like a low key ghostwriter for other artists. So when I started taking it on myself, I realized, man, I love music so much. Like, this is the field I want to be in. So.
Most definitely. We can feel that. Most definitely. Like you said, being around artists at a young age just kind of fed into the bloodline. You just got the feel of it, and that was it right there. That kind of sparked the whole idea of just music.
Definitely.
Most definitely. You in tune to the Focus TV1 network. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Ooh, I'm finna slide now, cause I'm definitely checking.
with your man Teflon The Creator Taylor. Break out the cigars, break out the wine. It's happy hour.
Theme music. Where's my theme music? Yeah, that's it.
Happy hour.
That's right, that's right.
Happy hour, happy hour.
Ah, yeah, it's that time.
Happy hour, happy hour.
It's that time.
Right, breaking that time of the day. Happy hour, happy hour. It's that time of the day. Hey. Happy hour, happy hour. It's that time of the day. Hey. Happy hour, happy hour. It's that time of the day. Hey. Happy hour, happy hour. It's that time of the day. Let's get it. Indeed, indeed. You're in tune to the Focus TV1 network. Focus the magazine live with your man's Teflon The Creator Taylor. Live in the building, my man's Poundgame Addison. Again, you can catch him live tonight, downtown Denver, Colorado, at the Roxy. I mean, the show, every show that I've seen, most definitely is power packed. He puts on a performance, most definitely. So let's get back into it. The album Smoke Love, which was released I think back in September of 2020, which increased your fan base. Could you tell us a little bit about that album?
Yeah, man, 20 hours. What I really did, and you know what's crazy is I started that album in Denver. So, you know, I came up with this song called More Nights, and I'm just talking about going through the night and
Smoke Love.
Oh, Smoke Love, okay. Yeah, Smoke Love, that was my very first time really experiencing with like using my tone, my volume, my soul for putting out to a song. And the title of it is basically I'm smoking with a beautiful lady, we kicking it, and she's just giving me attitude, all that, but it's like something to talk about. So I come up with this concept and I'm talking about it, but at the same time I'm empowering the female itself, because the song is just talking about how most of these ladies will get on their own shit. All they need is a little smoke to kind of ease their mind, and they become these boss ladies. So, I just came up with a title like that, and it really reflects off my homegirl that ended up passing away at the time. She was a big influence on that song, and I told her and the family I'll carry that song out for as long as possible. So.
Indeed. Most definitely. So I want you to tell the people and myself, how was it growing up in Missouri?
Missouri is very cold. But as I say, y'all get that being down in Denver. Missouri is different, man. It's very cultural, it's very stand straight up to the point. You can't really do too much that you can do in, other places, It's a very hungry state. You got to be on it. It creates hustlers. I say it like that, man. So, just being Missouri and being there and living there, and it shaped a lot of my career. So,
most definitely, indeed. Hot box cookies. Could you tell us a little bit about hot box cookies?
Yeah, they was a good sponsor, man. They basically end up falling in love with my music. We end up coming up with a plan to kind of promote what they had going and what I had going. We ended up collabing on a Poundgame Power Fest basketball game, and they came through, showed a lot of love, gave out a lot of free cookies to the community, and they had fun at the show that night. So yeah, man, I love them, and it's always love for them.
Most definitely. You mentioned Power Fest. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the Power Fest?
It's coming back this year. We didn't do it last year just because I was on 2 tours, kind of back to back. But what it is, it's a place and a time for artists to get together. A certain amount of artists from all over the place, all over the United States. They come to one city. We perform. A lot of sponsors and vendors hop on it, and it's just a good time, man. It's a festival, kind of like the Rolling Loud, but not. I don't make people do all that. I want people to come enjoy the music. I don't want them to have to spend $200, $300 just to enjoy a show. So that's why I kind of created it for. It's just a cheaper festival and it's a good time. So
Most definitely, indeed. Why don't you tell myself and the people, what is your work ethnic like?
I don't stop working on until I feel like it's ready to go. You know, I feel like if ain't nobody gonna do it, I'm gonna get it done. Um, and if I don't get it done, nobody else gonna get it done. So, man, I just feel like hustling and getting everything done is how you prosper in this game, and consistency, and you got to stay on it, man, and just keep your head high as possible.
Most definitely. So, how do you deal with obstacles within the industry?
Man, I pray a lot. You know, I pray a lot. I talk to God, man. You know, He guides my steps. If I always sense something, I'm a good people reader. You know, I can read something from the jump. So if I don't like it, I'm getting away from it. I just seen a lot of stuff in this industry that I don't like, and I just kind of stay in my own lane, really. So
Most definitely. So, tell us how you how you build your reputation within the industry, which is positive. But how did you go about doing that?
really just networking, being places, man. I'm blessed to go a lot of places, you know. So throughout these places, I'm not just the rapper that sits in the hotel and, you know, it stays out the way. I'm trying to go figure out what the city like. So being there and connecting with DJs, promoters, you know, agents, talent scouts, you know, word travels. Once they see you doing something, you know, everybody wants to hop onto it. So yeah, man, just kind of connecting the networking and keeping it going like that.
Most definitely, indeed. In the building, Poundgame Addison. Gonna take another quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Ooh, I'm finna slide now, cause I'm definitely checking.
Show them how to do it.
Show 'em. You know, they act like it's a big thing.
Okay.
They get used to it. Brick City. My name is Coach David Mingo. You're in tune to Sports Talk ENT1 with your man Teflon Taylor, the creator. Tune in always, baby.
You got a bitch follow you at 3:19 in the morning, 2 nights in a row. It's like, you're the only motherfucker who doesn't hit me back. Like, who the fuck doesn't call me back?
Hey, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, and I'm a parent. Hey, that's easy. can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, and I'm a parent now. That showing me love, who throwing me subs, who acting weird with me.
Indeed. You in tune to the Focus TV1 network. Focus, the magazine live with your man's Teflon The Creator Taylor. Live in the building, my man's Poundgame Addison. Most definitely. Let's get back into it. So let's make sure I don't chop this up. Malik Hazard, tell us a little bit about your relationship with Malik and how did it all start?
Most definitely. Yeah, Malik from Detroit, Michigan. He had this ideal. We ended up meeting up in September 2020. He had this ideal. He presented it to me, and I took it on. It wasn't like a label deal or nothing. It was like a management contract, and what he was doing for me was just branding my name, branding what I do, and we're just building like that. So, yeah, man, it's just been he was a big help to a lot of branding that I've had been going on the last few years, and he's just really smart in that area, So
Most definitely. So why don't you tell the people and myself your content music your music content. What type of music content would you say you have?
music content, and just really feel good music. I stand on that. I want people to feel good when they hear my songs. I don't really put out too much violent music, and if I do talk about it, it's telling the story of what I went through, to get out of it, So I just want to hit people different, man. A lot of people feel like they gotta, put this certain image out or whatever, and I'm like, man, to me, I'm the coolest man in the world to myself. You feel me? I ain't gotta do all that. So,
And go ahead.
nah, yeah, I was just, man, I just feel like you gotta, the energy you give out is what you receive. So I'm big on that.
Most definitely. So how many tours have you been out on?
This will be my fourth headliner tour. My fourth headliner tour. What we do is, after an album, we'll let it sit for about 3 or 4 months. And, after that 3 or 4 month span, we'll start looking into it and see who's playing what music where and who's streaming where. And, we want to, celebrate with those folks. So we do a tour off that. And, this time it's 18 cities. It's the biggest tour. And, a lot of people, and we couldn't hit all the cities that was streaming, but, we wanted to do as much as possible. So.
Indeed. So out of your entire song catalog, including up to date, what's the best song that you like, and why do you like that particular song?
To this day, it's Smoke Love. That's my favorite song. The reason I like it is it just opened up my versatility a lot more. It let me do what I've been wanting to do, but I finally put it out. So Smoke Love is definitely my favorite, and just the meaning behind it and what it stands for. And as I said, rest in peace to Lex. Long live Lex, man. That song's always gonna hit. So.
Indeed. Live in the building, a man's Poundgame Addison. Again, you can catch him tonight live at the Roxy Theater, downtown Denver, Colorado. I don't have that address pulled right up in front of me, but I will. That's 2549 Welton Street. If you don't know what a Roxy is, Google that up. Most definitely, you want to come out and see the show. It's gonna be a movie. Most definitely. Let's talk about the most definitely. Let's talk about that. Your song catalog. Some of your top tracks, like "Move Like That," "Smoke Love," "Need It," "Pop Out." Let's start with 20 hours. Let's move up to date. Let's start with that track 20 hours. Could you tell the people a little bit about that?
Most definitely. 20 hours. That song is such a as I said, feel good song because it's the final piece of the 20 hours story. And what it's doing is just letting people know, like, you know, a lot of people say, like, you got, you know, the next day, you got the day to figure it out. And that may be cool and that may be true, but you need to start thinking like 20 hours. Like, if you can just, let's say something big is coming up and you can just think, I got 20 hours to get this done. Your attitude to get that rush, you might get that done before 20 hours. So it's a motivational piece, man. It might be 20 hours to get out of a toxic relationship. It might be 20 hours to get into something brand new. You know, your opening comes in 20 hours. And throughout the song, you know, I meet up with my ex in the song. You know, we haven't seen each other for years. A lot have changed. And throughout the verse, I'm kind of breaking down like, hey, I'm a parent now. Like, come on, you know. And I'm just catching it up. And at the same time, she had something going on back home. And we're just looking at each other like, all right, we got 20 hours to kick it. After this, you go back to doing what you're doing. I go back to doing what I'm doing. But through these next 20 hours, let's have the funnest time of life, you know?
Most definitely, most definitely, most definitely. I could feel the story, you know, as I listened to the track without even seeing a video or anything of it. You know, you that's how you know that that's a hit. You know, most definitely a hit. So you're in tune to the Focus TV1 network with your man Teflon The Creator Taylor, Poundgame Addison live in the building. Tilapia. Let's talk about that. Matter of fact, the name of the album, the new album, is 20 Hours. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we kind of going off some of the songs on the album. Tilapia, that Tilapia Cali Today. That was a pretty catchy name.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, man. The title is what you know what it was. I was in California eating tilapia, and I know I had to finish up this album. And at the time, you know, I'm with with the shorty, and she getting me out of my work element. And she's like, man, you need to relax, you need a vacation. And I'm like, you know me, I can't sit down. So we end up going to Cali, and the whole time I'm there, I'm working on this song. I didn't even have the title of it until I went back to Phoenix to record it because that's my main engineer. And I'm making a song. I'm just talking about like, yeah, I'm in Cali today. Like, what's up? You know, I'm hitting my Cali people as Link, and I'm just letting them know like this is real experiences. Like, I'm really talking to y'all about what I'm doing. So, man, it just ended up coming together perfect. It ended up becoming a hit. And when I ended up making the song title, my engineer looked at me like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, Cali today." you know, and he's like, "Man, it has to be more than Cali today." So I'm listening to the song and I'm like, bro, I was eating tilapia while making this song. So we just ended up putting it together like that, like tilapia, Cali today. You know, so
Most
everything
definitely.
tilapia, that's y'all song.
Most definitely, most definitely. Feeling the name, Tamales. That's another one. That's another catchy one. Tell us a little bit about that.
Favorites. Yeah, that's one of my favorites right there. Just the performance itself is the most lit thing in the world. And, how that song came the same, the experiences of, we had a big party, it was 5 dancers that came through. We off tequila and eating tamales. And we just had a fun ass night, man. So, that's how I ended up making a song about it. But I know I wanted to, my son is half Latino. So I know I wanted to implement the Latino community in that song, and end up linking with my dog Tidro, which is out of Nebraska. He hit it right on the head with his verse, and I told him my last verse I had to step it up and really speak, what I knew. So yeah, it was a fun song, and I'm looking to shoot a video on that tour, on this tour for that song.
Most definitely, most definitely. Like I say, you can catch Poundgame Addison live and direct at the Roxy Theater, downtown Denver, Colorado, 2549 Welton Street. What time did that show start?
Show would start at 7 tonight, so doors open up at 7.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'm feeling this one. I need it. I like that right there. Tell us a little bit about that track.
Need it. I just performed that for the first time on my last show in Utah, and my goodness, man, same thing. Experience. I love this tape because it was about experiences. I'm experiencing a lot of different things, and throughout the tape, I'm talking to a more matured woman. I wanted to reach some mature women. I wanted to feel what they would want to listen to, and I'm talking about an experience of just being, messing with somebody I wasn't supposed to mess with. you know, obviously the boyfriend gets mad about that, and I'm like, hey man, we got a problem. We can print the chops out. You know, I don't got time to deal with all the other stuff. So I'm also talking to the woman in the story to let her know, like, I'm different. We can do different things. We can experience this, and I'm, you know, just harmonizing and singing it. So it was a fun record. One of my favorite. You know, Tamales, Needed. You know, Can't Love You. Them my top three. More
Most,
Nights.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. You know, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna hop back to Smoke Love. You have a Smoke Love 1 and you have a Smoke Love 2. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So it just kind of triggered off the Smoke Love 1 is the songs that's on Smoke Love 2 that's kind of following up from Smoke Love 1.
Yeah, Smoke Love one, and you know, when it comes to Smoke Love, that's really talking about like people burning bridges, you know, people burning love.
Okay.
Um, you know, it's just like smoke love, like you smoke this love away. I don't got no love for you no more. It was a time where I was very like cutting off people a lot, and you know, finding new things in life, and throughout the story, I'm kind of, you know, sending shots at people I didn't cut off, or letting them know the story, and then at the same time, I'm going into this new phase of life, you know. So that love got smoked away, but I'm going into a whole new thing of love, and I don't think I got to implement that enough on Smoke Love One. So as I'm making this other album, I know I'm talking about a lot of the same stuff, but at a different element. So yeah, we end up coming up with Smoke Love 2, and I'm enhancing my sound at this tape, and I'm kind of breaking down what the Smoke Love 1 was about, but now I'm going into like, hey, I'm finna go into a whole new phase of life, y'all. Come with me, you know? So
Most definitely, indeed, indeed. And if we got any, I don't know what's gonna be said, but we have any kids listening, turn the volume down right now, because the name gonna trick you.
shit.
Mother's Day, Mother's Day. It's not your average Mother's Day song. When I heard it, I was like, oh, he made the Mother's Day song. What about the Father's? Why Father's Day? But when I heard the song, I said, oh, okay, yeah, that's it for real. Mother's Day. Tell the people a little bit about that cut right there.
Man, it was a very fun title. It was a very fun song in the studio, I'll tell y'all that. But Mother's Day just comes from, I wanted to implement, like, the very first line is, send flowers to all the mothers on Mother's Day that I slept with. Now, it's a very rough tone, a very rough thing to say, but at the same time, that's how I felt. Like, you know, I was dealing with a lot of women just had kids, just like myself. I just had a kid, and you know, a lot of them love flowers. So I knew I had a lot of slow songs on this tape, and I knew I had to still do the up tempo. So I get this beat, man, and I'm just listening. And the very first thing I said, I ain't even have nothing else wrote. I said, man, send flowers to all the mothers on Mother's Day that I slept with, you know? And that line made the whole rest of the song, because then I'm talking about just, I even said a couple names. I'm just talking about a couple of the homegirls that we just kicked it with, and um, you know, just life. And then my boy BG Kenny, if y'all know him, you know, that's his style of rap anyway. So when he came in and did his verse, he just amped it up all the way, and we just took it there, you know. Walking
Mo,
around the from the Midwest, no, we step quick, and you know, he just kind of helped me, you know, put them lines out there and let me know, like, hey, bro, you can talk about it and have fun. So it was something I was trying. It was a very fun track.
Most definitely, most definitely. Like I say, it threw me off. I seen the title Mother's Day, and then I clicked on it, and I was kind of listening because first, like I said, the first thought I was like, everything always going out to the mothers, and I was like, what about a Father's Day track or whatever? But like I say, it made up when I actually listened to the track. And shout out to Big Gangster BG Kenny, most definitely. Shout out to that guy. We're gonna catch back up with him and get him on the show one of these days. Coming up soon. Most definitely, most definitely. Let's talk. Let's go back a little bit with that. With a track called "Move Like That."
Move like that. Yeah, that was the very first collab for me and BG Kenny. And it's crazy, man. We recorded that in Colorado Springs. So it was in Colorado. And as I said, the 808s down here, man, and the way they amp the beat and just really put their soul and, you know, passion into it is why a lot of people come down here and record. So we was down there, and that was the last song in the session. And we just was spitting, man. We just having fun. It took us like 3 hours to do that song because it was so lit, you know. So Move like that, you know. And we were just turned up, man. So it's been fun.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, I was feeling that one too. That's on that Smoke Love too. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's on that Smoke Love too. Nah, it's
Okay.
actually that's on Kenny. That's on BG Kenny's tape. That was his song.
Okay.
Not
Okay. 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 What about that Pop Out?
How about? And that was a very. I think I was in North Carolina, and you know, a lot of these songs, and the reason I'm saying the city is because I'm going off the energy of the city. And the first thing I do after a show is go back and write some notes and talk about what happened that day. And I may use it, I may not, but I know I'm gonna end up using a line or two out of that song or out of what I wrote. So Pop Out was I was hearing a piano horn sound, and I kept hearing it. I kept hearing it. I end up finding I get a beat pack sent to me of like 20, 30 beats, and I'm listening. And when I found this beat, it was just the perfect thing that I was looking for. So I already had an idea, like, you know, what I wanted to do with it. And I was kind of like, I'm going to pop out. And it was my just introduction song to, like, yeah, I can do more than just up-tempo beats. Like, I can really, you know, twang some stuff on this type of beat. So, yeah, man, it was just experiencing from North Carolina, really.
Most definitely, most definitely. So off this new album, 20 hours. Uh, name off the how many tracks is on the album, and won't you name them out for us?
Yeah, I got 7 songs, and what I'm doing now is I'm doing 7 song projects, and I'm doing different stories with each one. So with this one, it's 7 songs, and it starts off with More Nights. It goes into Needed. After Needed, you'll hear Tamales. After Tamales, you'll hear Can't Love You. After Can't Love You is Mother's Day. Yeah, Mother's Day. And then yeah, we end the tape with 20 Hours, the name of the album. So
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, that first track, that's a hot track too. I'm liking that one. You know what I mean? It's a banger. Y'all need to go check it out.
this is the intro
We're
tonight
uh,
too.
go ahead.
That's the intro to the tour tonight.
Okay, see, y'all better go check out the show at the Roxy Theater, downtown Denver, Colorado, 2549 Welton Street. Y'all better go check that out. Most definitely in the building, Pound Game Addison. So what's some of your what's your social media information if they want to go out and download, go out and buy, however you got it there, how can they uh check out some of your music?
Most definitely. Yeah, look up Pound Game Addison on everything. That's spelled as POUNDGAME, and then Addison, ADDISON. That's on like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tidal, everywhere you can think of. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. I always love to when people comment on stuff. I love to comment back and talk to people, and so yeah.
Most definitely live in the building. Pound Game Addison with the new album, 20 hours, more nights needed. Tamales, Can't Love You, Mother's Day. Y'all need to check that one out. And 20 hours, Tilapia and Cali today.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
that one out. Check that out.
I-
It's a banger.
Yeah, yeah, I can't wait to. I think I'm gonna perform that one in Cali. I might do it tonight, actually, just because it's the West Coast. You know how we get down.
Most definitely, most definitely go check them out downtown Denver, Colorado, at the Roxy Theater, 2549 Welton Street. Y'all know where that's at, within the hood, right there. Most definitely, most definitely. You got any shout outs?
Man, shout out to Focus the Magazine Live is first and foremost. Salute to you, Teflon Taylor, holding it down for years, man. Um, After that, shout out to my family. Shout out to the Denver residents, whoever's gonna come out tonight, man. Shout out to y'all for just coming out and still steadily showing me love every time I come to this city. So, man, yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely. We're gonna try to make it out there. I'll be contacting you to let you know exactly. Most definitely, most definitely. It was most definitely a delight to have you in the building. You know what I mean? On the Focus TV1 network.
Hell yeah, man. It's an honor to be here, man. So appreciate you having me.
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. We're gonna be pushing that album 20 hours and the other albums also, but That's that new stuff. I said pound singing now. You know what I mean? I like that. Putting a little sings, put a little vocals to the music now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's real fun because it's opening up a lot of other avenues, man. Just being able to kind of sing
Right.
and harmonize, and so yeah, I love it.
Most definitely opening up a big door for you when you're doing it like that. I hear it and I know where it's going, and I know how. Like I said, the rising star, Poundgame Addison, live in the building on the Focus TV1 network. I know you got to get ready for that show. You know you on the road, busy man. Most definitely, yeah, most definitely. We're gonna catch up with you. Like I say, tonight, I'll let you know here in a little bit. What's gonna be the how we gonna if we're gonna make it down. But we trying to make it down, and we're gonna try to film. Hopefully, we have it live on the Focus TV1 network. So, y'all stay tuned to check it out.
No, I
Coming up, go
a
ahead.
camera pass and all that too, so you can be backstage and all that.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll let you know. We're gonna discuss that here in a minute. But most definitely y'all in tune to the Focus TV1 network. We got another one coming up tomorrow. Electric I can't even say it, violinist. She's out by the NYC. It's gonna be a banger. She's done a little music with a little bit of everybody. She's a rockster with that violin. She's doing her thing. Y'all stay tuned on the Focus TV1 network. Hey, I'm gonna click with you here in a minute.
Stay tuned, y'all. Salute.
Most definitely. I'm out.
Hey, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, that's easy. You switch up on camera, can't trust you. For the next 20 years, I'ma bust that though. Time don't last, get the rushing. Get the rushing, come on, and I'm a parent now. Showing me love, who throwing me subs, who acting weird with me.
Ooh, I'm finna slide now, cause I'm definitely checking.